Hope you look how I feel, my girl.
Which is what?
It's another gross day outside. I'm so over it. And she's just like chilling.
Well.
Yeah.
She really is. They definitely swing with the weather. Like, when the weather's nice, you can't even get her inside. She likes to sit out there.
Yeah.
Watch what's happening.
Sunbathe. Well, maybe you need a happy lamp too. Oh, goodness. Good morning, everybody. It is 11:38, so yes, I could still say that. I just got off the bike for a little bit, I think I was on there for 25 minutes. Not long. It's something is better than nothing. I'm not saying that, but it wasn't like a planned thing. I just got on to get some steps. And then I might actually do Zumba. I don't know. Because Emily Baker is going live. And this is her title. You ready? Live court, jury selection, Judge Cannoni, which is Beverly Cannoni, sued over buffer zone. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what's happening. But I was talking to a friend last night. We were texting, and we both watch Emily Baker. There's very few friends of mine who get I wouldn't say obsession, because obviously I know these crimes and these issues and whatever and these situations that happen are real people, and it's not like TV, and nobody ever says it like that. But what I like about Emily is that, number one, she shares my name. But she also, there's just a way of breaking it down that she does that nobody else does. I so wish that she could have been my teacher in school for those harder subjects, because she has a way of breaking it down that it's oh, that's what that means, instead of 9,000 instructions or whatever, and even though I don't deal with legal stuff on a daily basis, when you break stuff down like that, it makes you think differently. And I walk into a situation and I'm like, oh, this is this and that's that, and this is separate from this, and literally watching her has literally changed my life. I know it sounds dumb, but it's true. I don't know. It just, I love Emily. But my friend and I, because Emily had posted an update about jury selection or whatever, and that it was going faster than, I still have 77 minutes till she goes live. So maybe I'll read a book after I'm done talking to you guys. But she had posted something about how jury selection was going faster than she thought, blah, blah, blah. And, meaning Emily, on Instagram. And I sent it to my friend, and I said, oh, looks like, trial is gonna start. And my friend was like, I don't think I'm ready to do this all over again. The judge is a lot, or, something along those lines. All that stuff. And I said, oh my gosh, I think I figured it out. I said, I couldn't quite put my finger on where I got this judge's vibe from, the vibe and the energy that she gives off. But again, I don't know why every analogy is school for me, but trauma. But anyway, this judge in the Karen Reed case, the judge that is like presiding over it and hearing the case gives off the vibe of the teacher in school that if they like wake up on the wrong side of the bed, or like if they're having an attitude, then they're going to take out that bad mood and that attitude out on everybody, on all of like the class, right? Like, it doesn't matter what anybody does, what anybody says, anybody points, anybody brings up anything. No, that judge is just going to have an attitude. And, like, God forbid it starts on the first day of school. That's just how it's going to be the whole semester. Like, this is the vibe I feel. Like, I feel like she's in a bad mood or something. It's like, whatever. I don't know. That's just the vibe I get. I don't know if I'm wrong. I don't know if I'm sitting here being like not an armchair lawyer, because I think people who do that are dumb, because the people who know about the legal system are the people who are reporting it. But like, I don't know. It's the vibe. And honestly, it's a lose-lose situation, because a man died in the snow alone, which is just sickening. You know, whatever opinion you have about the police, he still was a police officer. He still, put his life on the line daily. Just because there are some bad cops doesn't make all of them bad. In fact, I think it's the other way around. I think that the good cops get like shadowed over by the crappy ones, but there's crappy people in every field, but like literally somebody died alone. And the thing that I can't get over, regardless of, if you think that the evidence points to whatever, the place where this man died was the lawn of a fellow police officer who said, my dog didn't wake up, I didn't wake up, my wife didn't wake up, there was lights and sirens, and maybe not sirens, but there was lights, and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So you guys know I have a golden doodle. This family had a shepherd that they rehomed to a farm in Vermont because she'd gotten in a fight with a neighbor dog. But that fight was, I think it was after, I don't know, people change the testimony. So I don't know if it was before or after the incident with John O'Keefe. But you're telling me that a German Shepherd, who I don't know if she was, the German Shepherd's name was Chloe. I don't know if she was a working dog. I don't know if she was a retired canine cop. But I'm assuming she was, or, whatever. Like, they're crazy. Like, shepherds are scary. That's why, they can be super great family dogs if they're trained properly. They do have an on and off switch. That's why they make lovely police dogs. And then they go home with their canine cop handler, But listen, y'all know Hope. Somebody can't even and I'm not saying that Hope is the German Shepherd. Hope is the Golden Doodle. And before you come for Golden Doodles, Hope is the best thing that's ever happened to me, okay? But Hope and Sully, who's my 10-pound little Shih Tzu over there, Sully's the Shih Tzu. You can't even walk down the street, my yard from here to here, like, this much, without them barking and, like, alerting that somebody's there, okay? Let me tell you, if there was, actually, I'm pretty sure I know this to be true. When I had my sickness and I had to go to the hospital by ambulance, my dog needed to be escorted to the other room because she was barking at the, or like they were all barking and concerned what was going on. And her especially, because her and I are very bonded, you know? Just, like, it blows my mind that, number one, you're not, like, a looky-loo, like, hey, what's going on, like, on my street? Like, why is there 57 police cars and an ambulance? Like, what's happening? And it just blows my mind, number one. Like, whether that's, like, your normal, like, oh, you're a police officer, like, that should make you even more alert, but whatever. But number two, all they said at the trial was, oh, if I knew he was outside, I would have gotten blankets or whatever, or, you know, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I don't know. And then three, none of them had Ring cameras, apparently. Nobody had Ring cameras. Weird. Also as law enforcement, you know? I mean, just, and then, like, that's just wild to me that your dog is not waking you up. Like, the wind blows, and my dog is, like, barking, like, oh, who's here? What? Who's here? My niece comes, oh, the kids are here, oh, da, 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 da. And even with them, she's very, like, you know, she's very protective. And, like, when my grandma was alive, like, and my grandma would come here, like, she would sit outside her bedroom door, you know, just, like, dogs are with their humans, you know? I don't understand, like, and they're very protective, and I don't understand how a German Shepherd is not waking you up. Like, or unless you're just ignoring and if you're ignoring it, then you're even more of a weirdo human than I thought. I don't know, listen, I'm a lady who spends a lot of hours watching a lawyer's coverage of this. And I'm a lady with a camera, a dog, and a lot of opinions. It makes me sad because honestly, this is a lose-lose situation. Because somebody died in the snow. There's allegedly dog bites on his arm. There's been experts to testify about that. Just so sad. Probably one of the saddest cases I've watched with Emily, and I've watched quite a bit of trials with her. But now I have 68 minutes left, so I think I'm going to read a book. Let's go. Let's see if I can focus to do that.